Welcome to another interesting video with fun and unknown facts. Hope you will enjoy the video. Let's get started. Please do subscribe for more videos. It was widely believed, in ancient Egypt, that once a king died, his body would need to be preserved so that his soul could travel to the next world, thereby making the king one of the many gods to be worshipped by the people. To enable this, the process of mummification came into existence, through which the dead bodies of the kings were preserved from decomposing and placed in special tombs. The Egyptian pyramids that still stand today. On the other hand, the poor Egyptians were buried in sand. 2,000 years before Egyptians started the process of mummification, the Chinchorro people, who lived on the coast of the Atacama Desert, in modern-day Peru and Chile, were already mummifying their dead people. The oldest Chinchorro mummies date back about 7,000 years. The dead bodies had their organs removed, their skin was sewed back. Their bodies were painted black from head to toe. Then the Chinchorro people would place wigs on the heads, and they left the eyes and mouths open. The pyramids were built to protect the body of the deceased pharaoh. These massive tombs were constructed to withstand the elements of time and were intended to last forever. Once the process of mummification was complete, the pharaoh was buried with his most prized possessions such as jewelry, funerary statues, and items that would aid him in his afterlife. In Egypt, the dead pharaoh's kings were not the only people who got mummified. Mummification of animals, particularly cats, was also done along with the kings. Cats, in Egypt, have been thought of as a very sacred animal. That is often considered to be the harbinger of good luck. It was also commonly advocated that cats could kill vermin, and even poisonous snakes, because of which they were worshipped in ancient Egypt, fearing that the mummies might be stolen for the antiques that were buried with the dead bodies. It has been widely believed that the mummies were protected with a curse that would be laid upon anyone who tried to smuggle them. However, no archaeologist has been able to trace the origin of the curse. In the 16th and 17th century, Egyptian mummies were used to produce a type of paint, which was called mummy brown, whose main ingredient was ground-up mummies. The mummy brown was also used in medicines where it was known as mummy powder, since they contained bitumen, which was used by the ancient Greeks to cure a variety of diseases. Archaeologists in 2001 found a pair of 3,000-year-old skeletons at Cladhallen of one male and one female, in fetal position. What was startling in this discovery was that the male skeleton was actually a composite wherein its torso, skull and neck, and lower jaw belonged to three separate men. As for the female skeleton, it was also a composite formed from a male skull, a female torso, and the arm of a third person, whose gender has yet to be determined. In 16th and 17th century, many Europeans, including priests, royalty and scientists, consumed human bones, blood and fat as medicine for everything from headaches to epilepsy. Mummy, often sold as mummia. German scientist Dr. Svetla Balabanova, in 1992, while studying mummified remains of Lady Henut Tawi, who died 3,000 years ago, was shocked to discover that the mummy contained traces of nicotine and cocaine. The findings were cross-examined, tested over and again with other specimens, but the results remained the same. Regarded by many historians as Egypt's most powerful pharaoh, Ramesses II reigned for 6 decades and was originally buried in the tomb KV7 in the Valley of the Kings. But due to the incessant looting, his tomb kept getting transferred to a holding area while getting re-wrapped over and again. In 1974, archaeologists noticed its deteriorating condition and flew it to Paris. Before the journey, Ramesses II was issued an Egyptian passport, which listed his occupation as king deceased. During the examination, it was found that fungus had been attacking Ramesses's mummy and it was subsequently killed. Please do subscribe for more videos.